A couple of weeks ago I planted some microgreens in trays. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update about that. And also this morning I'm going to use these really exciting, but for the very first time I'm going to use these micro snippy scissors. They're so cute, aren't they? Okay, so I've got a bowl and I'm going to have a go at trying to cut these. It's not going to be hard, is it? The tiny microgreens. So let's do this. Rocket went up like a rocket. Probably is that how it gets its name? Because it's very fast growing. Beetroot was quite slow. I don't know what happened to the chard. I must have sowed that really thinly. But then we've got some more rockets and a whole tray of basil at the end. So little mushrooms like to pop up in this tray. So I'm not sure if I've accidentally sowed some psychedelics, but that will make journal entries interesting each week if I've done that. And then we have, this is called gourmet garnish, and just, oh, look at it. It is very garnishable, isn't it? It's a little bit sort of last minute, so I'm just going to snip off well, most of it, I think. No, I can't. Should I? No, just enough for a salad. So, oh, it's quite a lot. It fills the bowl quite well. They're inside because we're going cruising. We've got big cruise the next 2 days, 2 days cruising to try to get to Sheffield. So, and a flight that you have to book and all that, and exciting stuff when I get to Sheffield is happening as well. I'm really nervous about it, but I'm also excited, so I can tell you about that on the journey. The tomatoes, strawberries and herbs are also happy in the spring sunshine that we've been gifted with over these last few days, so let's hope it continues. Right, let's get this boat turned around and head towards Sheffield. I always get butterflies before starting a journey on the narrowboat, but as soon as the engine is running and the ropes are untied, it just feels exciting and like anything could happen. It's warm, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, so I feel good about today's journey. The next 2 days we will travel 14 miles through 20 locks and spend 9 hours and 5 minutes cruising along the South Yorkshire navigation. Do you feel good about today's journey, Zaf? Where we will leave the solitude of the countryside behind in order to experience narrowboat life in the city of Sheffield. So many things that I have learned from having a narrowboat and having this sort of lifestyle. I think it really skills you up. I mean, any walk of life, if you're doing something new, you're learning new skills. So I think it's really good for the brain. It's really helped me being on a narrowboat to do that. Firstly, I learned how to drive a narrowboat. I didn't want to drive it at first, I was very nervous. I stuck to just doing all the locks. But slowly and surely I learned how to drive. Still, I get a little bit worried about, every time we start a cruise actually I have butterflies. But I get very worried going through tunnels. I don't like tunnels, especially if there's boats that can come the other way. And also squeezing into tiny marinas. Oh, especially on a windy day. It's always windy when you're trying to do that. So those manoeuvres, I'm reversing. I'm dodgy at reversing. However, I feel that I'm much better at driving this narrowboat than I was 6 years ago. Suddenly I feel like I'm in the Caribbean. All these exotic palms. Oh, is that a red-faced muscovy duck? First lock of the day. This lock's got a special key to get in. Wow, that's not easy to get off, is it? How do you get that out? Oh, blimey. What? Oh. also that I don't have a great deal of common sense when it comes to things like that. It takes me a long time to work things out. These things could be absolute death traps. They can sink your boat. You can lose your whole entire home in one of these things if you're not careful. Never take your eye off the ball, I think. That would be my tip for doing locks. These are quite nice because they're automated locks. I just got to press a button. Still, things can go wrong if you're not paying attention. So if you need to pay attention, we're doing a lock. Potential hazards. But while I was waiting for the lock to empty, something made me take my eye off the ball, while Zephyr's eyes were firmly on the ball. It's Martin. I'll explain a little bit more. Martin lives by the lock. Brian, where did I get the name Martin from? So Brian makes these amazing dragons out of recycled steel, and they are beautiful. They're stunning. God, the detail in them, Brian, is amazing. Sheffield is known as the Steel City because of its long history of steel production, which still takes place today. So Brian can probably get his hands on quite a lot of it. But what creative hands they are, because these sculptures are amazing and could be in an art gallery rather than his own backyard. Oh, that is stunning.
Every feather is individually made.
Oh my goodness. It's absolutely beautiful. I love owls as well. Ow.
Yeah, look. This one,
Yeah.
put a fire in its belly. There. Smoke comes out its mouth.
No!
Same as this one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a bit musty. Yeah, it definitely comes out.
I think you're a bit of a genius. You are, aren't you? How would you think of that? What an incredible talent Brian has to take scrap and bring it to life like this. What a talent Brian's got. Goodness. Brian just told me a hilarious joke. I'm really bad at telling jokes, but I'm going to have a go at doing this one. So a man goes to the doctor's and he says, I need to lose weight. And the doctor says to him, right, okay, I'm going to put you on a diet. You need to eat normal for 2 days, skip a day. Eat normal for 2 days, skip a day. Eat normal for 2 days, skip a day. Keep doing that for 3 months and you're going to lose loads of weight. So the man goes to do the diet, goes back to the doctor's 3 months later and says, I can't believe it. Goes, I've lost 6 stone, this is incredible. And the doctor says to him, and he goes, oh no, I messed it up, I was doing so well. I messed it up. And he said, I can't believe it, that diet's amazing. And the doctor said, it's not the diet, it's all the skipping. Oh, the skipping. Skip a day. Some amazing old buildings here. Work of art, that chimney, isn't it? In Tudor times, the twisted chimney was a way of showing off your wealth, as brick was a luxury item. The design also stops downdrafts and witches from dropping in. So this is Swinton that we're going through right now. I don't know if it's because we've been to Martin's and seen all the dragons. I'm now dragon obsessed, but that cloud looks like a dragon. Look at the tail with its triangular tail and its long neck and head. It's a dragon, isn't it? That this has really helped me to take myself out of my comfort zone a bit and learn new things. And actually, when we get to Sheffield, I am hoping to book myself onto a VHF radio training course, because that's what you need to have when you go and do the Trent Falls, which is what we're planning to do. And it's not online. I'm going to challenge myself even more because it's actually face to face in a group, and you have to have an exam. But getting into Sheffield in the first place wasn't going to be a walk in the park, or should I say a pootle on the canal, because we were going to have to tackle the Tinsley flight in the morning. And then look at this, Wash Lane Bridge, how beautiful. Water point in the lock, which we're going to fill up. No other boats are coming. Ours is all booked. We're going tomorrow at 9:30, I think. So this is the first stop, the overnight stop at Ickle Lock. Just lit the fire because it's quite chilly inside. Okay, this is it. This morning we're doing the Tinsley flight. Lockkeeper assisted. I think there's another boat in the locks with us, and then we'll get into Sheffield. It's really exciting. Can't wait to see Sheffield. The locks have to be booked because there isn't a reservoir feeding this section, which is called the Sheffield and Tinsley Canal. So when lockkeepers know that it's going to be used, electric pumps bring water up from the River Don, and those operating the locks do so in the most water efficient way. Right away it was obvious that the locks would be a tight fit for Alice, but because we have previously squeezed her 60-foot self into 57-foot 8-inch chambers on the Cauldron Hebble, we knew that she could do this. Eric, the skipper of the Stainsby Noble next to me, is on a unique journey to watch his football team, Middlesbrough FC, play away to Sheffield Wednesday. I've never heard of any football fan travel by narrowboat to an away game before. Luckily, he's given himself a week to do it. How long have you supported, do you call them the Borough?
The Borough, yeah.
Yeah, how long have you supported the Borough?
I'm giving the age away now, aren't I? That was about 7 or 8. 7.
That's
67.
amazing. That is amazing.
Still dumb.
A real fan. That's a dedicated fan there in that narrowboat. I hope the Borough win their game. The next lock is ahead, I can see that. All 11 locks were so enjoyable to do, and the volunteer lock keepers were amazing. Oh, we're going across the top of the weir. Look at that. We were part of a ballet of boats halfway through as we glided past those on the way down and effortlessly swapped lockies. Really enjoying it. Had to wedge in now. We went past the iconic loop-the-loop canal boat sculpture, named after the first boat to navigate this waterway, and with a nod to the incredible steel industry here and its ability to manipulate its material. Then, before we knew it, we had completed the flight. And we had Sheffield in front of us. Wow, it's the first little moorhen chicks, the first chicks of the season. And I've seen moorhen chicks first. Look at that. Well done, Mummy Moorhen. Congratulations. Oh, and ducklings too. This is amazing. Welcome to Sheffield, it says. Okay, so I'm all booked on this VHF radio training course. It's cost £160 because it includes the course fee of £84, the examiner fee, because I have to do an exam at the end, that's £37, and then the license to operate the radio is £39, so the whole thing is £160, and it's 9 in the morning until 5 in the evening. It's a whole day. I'm going to have to buy myself a nice lunch, and also I think I'm going to buy myself a little notepad and some pretty pens just to keep my morale going. There's a beautiful pair of cool ducks in the basin here. There used to be decoy ducks luring bigger species into funnel traps by using their high-pitched calls. But here in Sheffield, a beautiful friendship has evolved between one of these cool ducks and an Aylesbury duck. And you two best friends. pens, yeah, and a notepad. Ah, down here, sir. Let's go up here. Let's go on the grass. There, we've got the cookie flower. Look. Now we've just got to listen out for the sound of the cuckoo. Been looking for this flower. Let's see if there's any orange tip butterfly eggs on the underside. I can't see any. Really delicate with it. Pick this VHF radio up now, Zaf. Should we go and get it? I like the water when it's still and slips like silk along the keel, brushing with a hush-hush sigh against the bow as we glide by. The breeze is soft and just enough, the clouds are stormless cartoon fluff, and challenges seem yesterday. I would not wish like this away. And yet, like this, though unperturbed, I would not keep this undisturbed, or wish a halt in time to this. For think of all the things I'd miss.